Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And because I totally forgot to do this, we are going back into the Masked Hero fight to get the free Awakened Sword for our own Time Traveler Space Masked Hero, the half anniversary meta unit. Currently, if you are doing the rookie support missions and you do 100 of those, you can get a free choice battle ticket and you can pick up a copy of the hero, which I want everyone to do if you're a new player and you don't have access to hero already. She is a fantastic unit, and we can get a free 1-star Awakened Sword for her, not from forging anything, but by clearing a specific stage. And either earlier today or earlier in the week, I put out a video with using the Divine General team, but I totally forgot that I didn't do one for the part 1 of the the Octagram Demon Lord team with Milim and Guy. So today we're gonna backtrack and do that and nuke the Masked Hero down with Milim, who is dark, who's going to do a butt ton of damage at her. So I think we're gonna be fine. But in order to get this sword for the Masked Hero, it is only super efficient for the Masked Hero. Like, the sword doesn't give anything super extra to her. It's the same as any other sword. It's just specific to her. But it is a free awakened piece of gear, which if you don't have the hero and you still want the weapon, you could put it on anybody. And as a new player, awakened gear of any sort will be much more helpful than the 1-star gear that you're making in the tutorial. But you'll have to go to Chapter 13, Stage 8 of the Expert difficulty, the Unlock, with question mark EP requirements, and you're going to be fighting a 2-phase battle. The first fight is going to be against Hinata, who does not have a lot of HP, but she does nerf your entire front line's stats permanently as soon as you enter the fight, before you can do anything. So your front line, not going to do a lot of damage. Once you beat her, you move on to the Masked Hero, who has a little bit more HP, 200,000, really high stats. Gives herself a butt ton of buffs, attack, light, crit, pierce, super guards, and everything. And she also gives herself an ult. And with all of this power right here, if you do not kill the hero on turn 1, she will kill your entire front line in one shot. So the idea is to make it through Hinata, get ready to nuke, and then as soon as the hero pops in, you nuke her down and you wipe your hands clean. Now, using the Octagram Demon Lord team, it'll be fairly simple to do that because it's a burst team, and Milim is dark, which we want to use a dark character. So let me build that team and we'll be right back. Alright, so we've got the team here. Because we don't want to do that much damage to Hinata, because we kind of want to build up and set up this team properly, which is a different setup than what we're trying to do with the Divine General team. We still have taken all of the gear off of all of our attack gear off our front line, and pretty much everyone. Oh, okay, this Sufia needs this. And this is just to keep everyone alive. Keep Hinata alive as long as possible. So for this team, because it's a burst team, Guy is giving us skill points every single turn, up to turn 5. We've got the new Kyoko, we've got the new Milim, we got the new Isis, and then we've got free-to-play Sufia and free-to-play Isis. Now, Milim changes all Octagram Demon Lord orbs to rainbows, which means that we can supercharge the EX ult, supercharge points, and supercharge the protection gauge. Guy is changing orbs to greens and putting a big-time resistance, element resistance down on the enemy. So when you combine that all together, you don't need to really orb change a lot with Isis and Sufia. All you're really trying to do is you're trying to get 6 orbs for Milim, so she can come in, use her rainbow ability, and then we would have enough points built up by turn 4 or turn 5 to use the Kyoko and Isis buffs, which are not expensive at all, right? 50, and then 30 right there, and then Milim's personal buff is 0, so it's free. So really, instead of trying to do what Divine Generals is and stack a little bit, we just want 6 orbs of Milim. However we can do that. So for the first couple stages of the fight, we'll just jump in right here. I just want orbs for one person. If we can get a 5 send of somebody, then that's a fantastic start. I kind of doubt we're going to get it, though. But having, well... Okay, sure. I guess we'll send the Sufia orbs because she's type neutral. Isis and Kyoko are going to do, I think, hefty damage to Hinata, even though we don't have attack gear on. So let's just try and get a lot of Isis orbs quickly. Okay, Isis orbs. Game. Isis. And that's pretty much all we're going to do. So this should be nerfed. Still 1200 damage. Are you going to do this to me? Okay, I guess we're going for Kyoko orbs then. Alright, well now we're an unbound status. We have 112 points. Let's go ahead and send this, and maybe next turn we get more Kyoko. If we get like 3 more Isis orbs, I'm going to be pissed. Okay. You know, I really don't think we're going to need an EX alt here. So let's just go ahead and send it. Next turn is going to be the final turn that we have the unbound state, where Milim gets extra damage against weak point and super weak point. So let's just go ahead and rush it. Let's just go ahead and do this now. So she'll come in. We can rainbow orb change here. We can green buff. So we can send a full hand because we should have access to... We don't have access to Guy. Oh well. It's still a full hand. Let's bring Isis in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's okay. It's an EX alt regardless. So we got double. We've got max points. We've got an EX alt. We're doing 30k a hit. So now we move on to the Masked Hero, who normally would be pretty scary. But by being able to supercharge, it doesn't really matter. And we have a bunch of low-cost skills now. And she's going to die. Like, there's no way on God's green earth that she can even remotely live this. So, let's do free buff, 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 buff. The Pierce power for the Drago buff doesn't really... Well, actually, it does matter because she's giving herself Pierce. Never mind. Guy, change everything to green, put the element resistance down. And, yeah, Milim's going to say goodbye. I kind of want to see how much a normal orb for Milim does before we nuke. Does it actually do anything? 18,000! Oh, okay, we do 2.3 million damage. Quite different than what the Divine General team did, where we kind of barely killed. Type neutral with Raphael, but yeah, if you're trying to burst a stage down, you might as well use the burst team, huh? That took a lot less time than I thought it was. Well, I mean, I didn't think it was going to take a lot of time anyways, but it is a very different setup on what you're looking for versus the Divine General team. So I did want to show this off as well, because it is technically part of the 3rd anniversary. They're both Isis, Kyoko, Guy, and Milim are under the banners of 3rd anniversary. I don't think people should summon for Milim and Guy right now. They should still be summoning for the triple featured unit banner. But once you clear the Masked Hero, you get this hidden episode by Fuse. We can skip it so you can watch it yourself. And then once you clear it, you will then have a nice free Awakened Hero sword in your gift box. And you can put on literally anyone. But the sword itself gives you the extra stats when equipped by specifically the Space Masked Hero. Because there's 3 different versions of the Masked Hero right now. It only works for this one. So if we go to equip and we click on it, when equipped by Masked Hero the Time Traveler, increases attack by 10%. So it's no different than if I were to give her a space sword, right? Because it's still 10% attack when equipped by a space character. It's just unique to her, and you don't have a way to forge it. You have to beat that stage to get this sword. And again, if you don't have a Masked Hero and you want to give someone else an Awakened Sword, then be my guest. But there we go. That was really easy. So if you are able to do that, or able to do it with any other kind of team, then you can clear that stage, get a free sword, and call it a day. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you all later.